Good evening, the evening news. Babatunde Bolatito is my name. The Independent National Electoral Commission has raised fears about the 2023 general election following the 20 million permanent voter cards which are yet to be claimed by the owners. Deputy Director of Voter Verification of the Commission, Mary Nkem, stated this in Abuja during the launch of the PVC bus drive project, organized by a non-governmental organization, the Advocacy for Civic Engagement. The Commission also decried the poor participation of citizens in the ongoing continuous PVC voter registration exercise. However, said uncollected PVC are still available for collection by the rightful owners at the various local government INEC headquarters. It therefore called on Nigerians, especially the youth, to be actively involved in the process of electing new leaders. The state governor, Mr. Adegboyega Oyetola, and Babagana Zulum of Borno State have been chosen to co-chair the accreditation subcommittee of the ruling All Progressive Congress for the presidential primary election of the party. Also, Minister of Labor and Employment, Dr. Chris Ngige and Professor Isaac Adewale are both co-chairmen of medical subcommittee. This is contained in a release by the National Working Committee of the party and signed by the National Publicity Secretary, Felix Moka. The release also contains subcommittees such as budget, finance, and logistics, security and compliance, election planning, among others. The state government of Osun has reiterated its commitment to the prompt payment of salaries, saying the delay in May's salary was due to implementation of the cash backing of outstanding promotions as approved and announced by Governor Adegboyega Oyetola during the last of Workers' Day. This is contained in a statement signed by the Commissioner for Finance, Mr. Bola Oyibamiji, and made available to newsmen in Osogbo by the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry, Mrs. Adebimpe Ogulumade, while apologizing to workers for the inconveniences caused by the delay. The Commissioner explained that it was largely due to the new wage bill figure, which has to be meticulously followed and implemented to avoid inconsistencies and errors. The state government, through the statement, appreciated workers for their patience and perseverance, saying the administration of Governor Adegboyega Oyetola will continue to take their welfare as paramount. The federal government has taken a bold step to address the astronomical food prices across the Federation, planning to convene a meeting of the National Food Security Council. This was disclosed by the Federal Commissioner, by the Minister of Budget and National Planning, Zainab Ahmed, after the weekly Federal Executive Council meeting presided over by Vice President Yemi Osinbajo at the State House of Abuja. She noted that the gathering saddled with the National Food Security Council to address the issue of food inflation and also provide a plan and some methods in which the country can reduce the cost of food to support improved food prices for the citizenry. It also lined up concrete action to ensure growth of some sensitive sectors. She said the council was briefed on the rising inflation and the need to manage the cost of inflation in the country. The latest report from the Nigeria Center for Disease Control has revealed that the country has so far recorded 153 deaths from Lassa fever this year. Reports say the recent figure of deaths reported is higher than the deaths of 58% reported previously. The NCDC noted that since the last outbreak of the disease in 2016, there had been an increase in the number of recurring cases. Meanwhile, the Deputy Director, Institute of Viral Hemorrhagic Fever and Emergent Pathogens, the rural specialist teaching hospital at Edo State, Dr. Okwegwale, said there were ongoing efforts to produce vaccine for the disease. The Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Mohammed Bello, has said anyone who requests bail for arrested criminals only to release them back into the society should be apprehended. Mohammed Bello made the call when fielding questions from journalists at the 40th session of the State House ministerial briefing organized by the Presidential Communications Team in Abuja, the minister also lamented the overflowing capacity of the three major correctional facilities serving the FCT, adding that the FCT criminal justice system is fraught with several challenges. The call came on the heels of reports that hoodlums arrested for various crimes were being released through intervention of highly placed Nigerians who use them as foot soldiers for heinous crimes. He, however, appealed to Nigerians to expose those involved in freeing hoodlums by reporting them to the authorities. The Yagbo Yayu family of Ede has handed over a block of 4 classrooms renovated by them to the authorities of Ede Muslim Grammar School, handing over the block of 4 classrooms to the school principal. Professor Dikirula Yagbo Yayu explained that the need to give a first gift to the block of classrooms built over 45 years ago by their father, late Chief Isa Yagbo Yayu, led to the gesture. He noted that their father believed in qualitative education, hence the need to complement his efforts, even in death. Responding, the principal of the Muslim Grammar School, Mr. Mashood Adesokun, appreciated the Yagbo Yayu family for remembering the school and assisting them accordingly. Mr. Adesokun expressed conviction that the gesture will enhance teaching and learning in the school. Now to sports. The Nigerian female basketball team, the Tigers, have been kicked out of the 2022 FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup after the federal government withdrew all teams from international competitions. FIBA's decision comes after the deliberations with the Nigeria Basketball Federation to see how the decision could be rescinded for the defending African champion to represent the continent. The global basketball body stated that Nigeria was withdrawn from participating in the tournament due to failure of the NBBF to confirm Nigeria's participation in the tournament. It was gathered that the Tigers that qualified for the World Cup bid for Sydney, Australia, starting in September 2022, after defeating France and Mali in the Group B of the FIBA Women's Cup. Meanwhile, Mali, who Nigeria beat in the Afro Basket Women's Championship final to clinch their fifth title, will now replace the Tigers as African representative, being second-ranked team in the group. And now to foreign stories. U.S. President Joe Biden has joined world leaders in congratulating Queen Elizabeth on reaching a platinum jubilee. Mr. Biden, speaking alongside First Lady Jill, said the Queen has inspired people for 70 years and has been crucial in supporting the relationship between the U.S. and the U.K. He added that he was touched by the generosity and welcome the Queen showed them when they visited her at Windsor Castle last year. Reports say thousands of people have turned out in central London as celebration of the Queen's Platinum Jubilee as unprecedented in the British history. The celebration are being spread over 4 days of events and began with the Prince Charles took the salute from parading troops standing in for the Queen. The Queen and senior royal gathers on the balcony of Buckingham Palace to watch her fly past. Later in the evening, more than 3,500 beacons will be lit across the UK and in the capital city of Commonwealth countries. That ends the evening news on OSBC TV. Please join us at 7 for major reports. Good evening.